the House is in a state of paralysis right now. That's because they are unable to elect a speaker. That is the first order of business in the new Congress, the first order of business in the 118th Congress. And after 3 ballots, Kevin McCarthy simply could not get there. This is the first time in American history in 100 years that an American speaker, a U.S. House Speaker, could not be elected on the first ballot. And how many ballots will it take for Kevin McCarthy? Nobody knows. Can Kevin McCarthy get there? Also uncertain. Will there be another candidate who emerges? Also another major question. And this is not just a simple question about who may fill a key leadership position. This is someone who will drive the agenda of an institution of Congress, could help set the shape of policy matters that could affect the lives of millions of Americans. Also someone who will drive the party's strategy heading in the 2024 elections. All key questions unsettled because of this very chaotic fight between McCarthy allies, who now number more than 200, but also a growing number of detractors. And McCarthy's math is the real problem here. Right now, the House Republicans in their new majority will occupy 222 seats. That means McCarthy cannot afford to lose more than 4 votes on the House floor, 4 Republican votes. He has lost 20 so far, and those in the camp of 20 are pushing hard to grow their numbers. They believe they can get up to 20, 25 Republicans to vote against him and ultimately force McCarthy out of the race. Now, McCarthy told me on Tuesday night he is not going anywhere. He plans to dig in, force the opponents to essentially wear themselves out and essentially concede, give him the speakership. He believes he's given them enough concessions. A lot of things they wanted is to have more power in the incoming Republican Congress. That, he says, is plenty of concessions going forward. That's still not enough for some of these members. But there are also other issues that he simply can't resolve. Personality conflicts, some people who simply want him out of the race altogether and say that they will vote against him for however long it takes. So all this is happening as Democrats on the other side are sitting back, watching this happen, not planning at the moment to bail Kevin McCarthy out in any way as he struggles to try to finally claim the speakership that he's fought so hard to get, but he simply doesn't have the votes to get the gavel. Manu Raju, CNN, Washington.
This morning, the new Republican House in chaos, failing to elect a speaker on a single ballot for the first time in a century. House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy facing a right-wing revolt, falling short of the 218 votes needed to secure the top job after 3 rounds of balloting.
A speaker has not been elected. A speaker has not been elected. A speaker has not been elected.
The House adjourning until noon today, with Republicans huddling behind closed doors, trying to break the impasse.
I think we'll find our way to get there, and this is a healthy debate. It might not happen on the day we want it, but it's going to happen.
Former President Donald Trump, in an exclusive interview with NBC News, declining to say if he'll stand by his endorsement of McCarthy, and adding, quote, "We'll see what happens. We'll see how it all works out." Driving the debate, a small fraction of right-wing members digging in their heels against McCarthy.
And people ask me, what do you want? I want the tools or I want the leadership to stop the swamp from running over the average American every single day.
The holdouts have already extracted major concessions from McCarthy and now have more demands, including prime committee seats, commitments to vote on specific legislation, and rules changes, including some that would make it easier to oust a speaker.
This is just a game to them.
The Republican rebel's choice for Speaker, Jim Jordan, says he doesn't want the job.
I think Kevin McCarthy is the right guy to lead us. I really do.
The House is constitutionally bound to elect a speaker before taking up any other business, including swearing in new members. Now in the minority, House Democrats are rallying behind their new leader, Hakeem Jeffries, who actually received more votes than McCarthy, though he has no path to the speakership. Asked if Democrats could get behind a moderate Republican candidate for Speaker.
We are looking for a willing partner to solve problems for the American people, not save the Republicans from their dysfunction.